In the year 1896, in a small town in South India, a 16-year-old boy sat alone in a room on the first floor. He was healthy. Nothing was wrong with him. And yet, without warning, a single thought rose up and gripped him completely. I am going to die. Most of us push that thought away. We distract ourselves. But this boy, Venkataraman, did something almost nobody does. He didn't run from it. He lay down, closed his eyes, and decided to meet death before it came for him. What happened next would become one of the most important spiritual discoveries of the last 200 years, having nothing to do with ritual or belief. It has to do with a question so simple that you can ask it right now, and it might change how you carry fear forever. Stay with me, because what he found on the other side of that fear is the reason you're watching this video. Let's go back. The boy didn't panic. He took the fear seriously, but he didn't let it overwhelm him. He treated death like a problem to be investigated. He stretched himself out like a corpse. He held his limbs rigid. He stopped his breath. And then, fully conscious, he asked, "What happens now?" Most imagine death as something far off. He refused the abstraction. He simulated it, letting his mind walk through the dissolution of the body. Is it the body that dies? Or is there something in me that watches the body die? He didn't just ask. He held the question. While the body played dead, something in him stayed alert. And that presence, that watchfulness, did not feel like it was dying at all. He discovered something that didn't depend on the body to exist. This is where the story stops being about him and starts being about you. I am not the body. The breath stops, the limbs grow cold, but the sense of I, the wordless feeling of being aware, did not stop. He realized that this awareness was untouched by death. The body was like a coat. Death removes the coat, but something was wearing it. You have never actually experienced your own absence. In deep sleep, the world disappears, yet something returns and says, I slept well. Something was there, even when there was no thought. Call it consciousness, call it the self. It survived the disappearance of everything else. This was not a belief, it was a direct lived experience that planted itself so deeply, it never left him for the rest of his life. Let's ask what this means for you. Some of you carry a quiet dread about death. It visits you at 3 in the morning. Fear of death belongs to the ego, the false idea that you are only this body, only this story that must therefore end. The ego is afraid because it is impermanent. But you are not only the ego. Underneath is the I am that has been quietly present. That awareness was never born and can never die. Ramana could say with total calm that death is only a thought. He isn't offering denial. He's pointing at something more radical. The part of you doing the fearing is not the deepest part of you. The one who has been watching your whole life quietly, without ever announcing itself, that one has no birthday and no funeral. How do you touch this for yourself? Ramana left a method called self-enquiry. It's almost embarrassingly simple. Find a quiet moment, let your body go still, and gently ask yourself, who is aware right now? Don't answer with a name. Just notice. There is a felt sense of presence that exists before any thought arrives. Ask yourself, has this sense of I am ever been absent? You'll find you cannot locate a moment when it wasn't there. Do this for 60 seconds a day, and something begins to shift. Fear doesn't vanish overnight, but it slowly loses its grip. Return to the boy. He discovered that death, looked at directly, doesn't take away the self. It only takes the costume. Maybe that's the real invitation. Not to fear death by avoiding it, but to look at it directly and ask what in me is actually afraid. There is something in you that was here before this video began, and it will be here after it ends. It is the doorway to what can never die. Subscribe so the next story finds you, and tell me, what question would you ask yourself if you faced this as honestly as he did?